Hi there everybody, and welcome to another video here at Moto Explorers 555. On today's video, which I'm very grateful for the sun, and it's nice and warm actually. On today's video I'm gonna take my little Honda Rebel, the 125. I'm gonna take it to an MOT. So I'm just gonna explain a little bit of what I'm doing and why I'm taking it for an MOT, since I have a Honda CB500X to ride around with. But while I go to the MOT, I'm going to explain to you, because I'm running out of time here. But here's the bike. It's looking nice and shiny. So hopefully it's going to pass its MOT without any issues, which shouldn't have really. It's quite a low mileage bike, to be fair. It hasn't moved much, even during my training. I think that's probably the only time I used it the most. And obviously I've been to the ABR festival a couple of times with this bike, and one time I rode it for the DGR, which is the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, and that's what I'm going to be talking about a little bit. Right, off I go to the MOT, and luckily it's not too far from here. It's about maybe 10 minutes. And well, the reason I'm actually going to MOT this bike is because I'm going to do the ride for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride again this year. So last time I did it was a few years, 3 or 4 years ago, and we did it with my brother. He took his ZZ Jawa. We did it in London, and this time around we're gonna do it in Hitching, and we're gonna start at the Velos Club. So hopefully I'm gonna be making a video then and recording a little bit. But that's the reason why I'm getting my little Honda here MOT'd again. So the MOT ran out only a couple of weeks ago. And before I go on to anything else, the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, actually it takes care of it's a sort of a worldwide ride that everybody goes and do to bring awareness for men's mental health, and which also talks about, obviously includes talks about cancer, prostate cancer, which men have a tendency not to check themselves, and it is important to do so, and not only to check yourself but also to go to the doctor. So for all men out there, if you suspect anything, if you feel anything down there, basically, I know it's like a subject of embarrassment for many, and for many others like myself it's no longer embarrassing, because I'm not sure why my camera keeps shutting down, but what I was saying is that as I went to the MOT, the camera shut down and I couldn't finish what I was saying. I actually collected the bike now. The MOT passed, so the bike is ready to go on the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, which is what I got a MOT for. This afternoon I'm gonna have a little ride with my brother. He's gonna test his ZZ. He's been preparing it, so we can go on the, I think it's Sunday the 16th or 19th, something like that. Pretty sure there'll be a video from us on the day. And So what I was trying to, the point I was trying to make is that for all men out there, if you have any symptoms, any problems down that area, don't hesitate to go to the doctors and get checked. It's worthwhile getting checked. The earlier the better, as this condition can be very much a survivable condition if you were diagnosed with something like prostate cancer or whatnot. But the earlier you go, the earlier you say something, the better. I was trying to explain that I've been through through something similar when I was diagnosed with testicular cancer, but this was like 15 years ago, and 15 years ago I was a bit shy and a bit reserved, and again I was a bit embarrassed to go and say anything to the doctors, and it took me a year or so to actually say something, and the only reason I did is because I went to the hospital for some other reason, and then I decided to mention it, which then they found that I had some kind of testicular seminoma, basically seminoma, which is testicular cancer, and I had to have an operation and whatnot. So it's worth speaking. These days I'm not embarrassed anymore. I don't really care, because it's my life at the end of the day. So that's what you need to think about. Or for whatever reason anybody is not going or saying anything, then you just need to remember that it's your life at the end of the day, and that's why you need to take action. So this is why we're doing the ride, bring awareness as well, because not everybody is aware of these things. Maybe people don't realize it could be something, maybe they think it's nothing. So it's all about bringing awareness, making everybody know that these things happen, and you also sort of regularly need to check yourself, and that helps. It helps. So until this afternoon, I'm just going to get the bike to the shed where I picked it up this morning, and I'm happy it's passed the MOT. However, the speedo has decided to stop working again just as I'm coming back, because I actually fixed the speedo on this bike not long ago. Well, it was sort of an experimental fix, but it's kind of stopped again, so I'm gonna have to I think I'm gonna have to invest on some new parts and just get it done. It's not a difficult one to do as well, so I'm pretty sure I'll be making a video this time around, slightly different one, how to change the parts. But for now, I'm very happy that it's passed its test, although I didn't really have any doubts that it would pass its test. It is a Honda after all, and with low miles, so I was expecting it to pass. But yes, so I'll be filming a little bit later on when I get to my brother's. He's gonna get the Jaguar ZZ going for a bit, hopefully, and we can go for a little ride, just a test ride before the DGR, and well, hopefully we won't have any any issues. All right, well, we'll see you this afternoon. Okay, so I just made it to my brother's, and we're gonna go for the test ride. So it's just been out the garage today, so he's gonna give it a go and start it, and hopefully it will start. So as I was saying, before my phone interrupted me, I was trying to film my brother's bike getting started, but anyway, I just filmed it running, and now we're going for a little ride, test ride, just to make sure it's going to be okay for the day of the DGR. And also obviously mine seems to be okay anyway. I went to the MOT, come back, went back out. The Honda usually seems to be okay, but obviously it's not as old as the Jaguar anyway, so far so good. And so what I wanted to say is that down on the description below, I'm gonna put a link where if you feel you wish or you would like to make a small donation for the cause of the DGR, you can go ahead and do so. That helps, I guess, bringing awareness to all of this, and that's the whole purpose of the ride. So by all means, go ahead and leave a donation. Don't think twice, just do it. So for now, I'm gonna say goodbye, and we're just going on these nice little roads here around the Shenley, is it Shenley? And hopefully it's gonna be a nice little ride. It's a nice day, so off we go. So we'll see you guys on the next video, which might actually be on the day of the distinguished gentleman's ride, so if I don't see you before. So until then, bye for now.